So I've got literally 2 days left until we take off on our cruise, and I wanted to show you some of the bits and bobs I always bring with me, as well as some hopefully helpful hints and tips. So stay tuned. So hi there, it's Becky and welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I do everything from travel vlogs to beauty, lifestyle and plus size fashion. So if that floats your boat, then don't forget to click subscribe down below. And if you enjoy this kind of content, then do give it a thumbs up. And I would love to hear any of your hints and tips down below when it comes to cruising. Anything specific that you take, I would love to hear it all. So cruising, I have been cruising since the age of 3. It's something my family has always done, and in a couple of days time it will be my boyfriend's first ever cruise, so really excited to be sharing that experience with him. I have travelled on P&O, Princess and Royal Caribbean. I'd say P&O and Royal Caribbean are the ones that I have sailed with the most, mainly out of Southampton, and we are going on Explorer of the Seas in a few days time, which we're super excited about. So these tips are mainly going to be people that are going on more of like the European cruises or cruising out of Southampton. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you guys, as well as people that might be doing fly cruises as well. So just across the board knowledge. So we're going to start off with probably one of the most well-known tips. It's even ready in the Ziploc baggie. It's magnets. So if you didn't know, cruise cabins, the walls are made of metal, and cruise cabins do tend to be a little bit on the small side. So being able to turn your walls into storage spaces for any of the paperwork that you get, but also somewhere to hang your hat, your handbag, or whatever. It's a great way to save a bit of space. So we've got all sorts of clips here. My mum, well, all sorts of magnets. My mum gave me everything she had. So we've got these little ones that's got a clip with a magnet on the back. No idea what we're doing with that one. Also got these ones with hooks, which could be good for, these are quite strong magnets, so this could be really good for handbags or hats or things like that. And then finally, I just got some really cute little cat magnets. Obviously you can use any type of magnet. I got these in the Paper Chase sale when they went out of business. I've always wanted to use them for something, so thought now would be the perfect time to use. So yeah, they don't take up too much space, and they're not too heavy. You can also put them in your cabin bag. These will be fine going through security. I did double check. So yeah, it's just a great way to kind of maximize the space that you have in your cabin. So another couple of items that are really great for any cruise. This was bought off Amazon, and it is pre-buying your lanyard. So when I was cruising as a teenager, probably like a decade ago, lanyards were only just starting to become popular on cruise ships. Now you can buy your lanyard on the boat, but they are very expensive when you can buy them on Amazon for a lot cheaper. And especially if there's a lot of you cruising, maybe, you know, you've got the whole family going, buying individual lanyards on the boat, we're talking a lot of money. So this was a set that I got off Amazon. It came with these 3 lanyards. It's also got this, which is great. So if you want to like boop into your cabin or whatever, it's also really easy to take the card in and out of this. I know a lot of people also, you can get them hole punched as well on the cruise, but these did come with these little kind of like waterproof containers, and they're all little boat themed. So this one's JP's going for, the blue one, it's got little boats and stuff. And then I've got the black and white one, which is really cute. It's got a lighthouse, flip-flops, I think like a little fish or a little whale coming out. And then the third one, was like little boats and stuff. That we're just going to take that as a backup if we lose any. And then one thing this set came with, which I think is actually really useful, are baggage tag holders. So with, I think, pretty much all cruise lines, you now have to print off your own baggage labels. You can, if you forget, pick up like fill-in ones at the port, but I'm always just really like dubious that they're going to stay on my bag. You're meant to just staple them on and the bag is magically meant to turn up at your room. I will say it is a system that works, but I just thought this did come in a set. It was under £10 for everything, and you literally slip the baggage tag into here, and then it came with these little ties that you can just screw onto your bags, so you don't have to worry about the staple coming undone or the paper falling off, getting ripped or teared. These ones fit, I think, P&O and Royal Caribbean. You do have to have a little look at the image that they're showing, because different cruise lines have different length, and I actually bought the wrong size, but I quickly realized I was able to cancel that order to purchase this size, so do just bear that in mind. But for peace of mind, and for like, I think this set was, I think, $7.99, for peace of mind, and as well, these are reusable. I think they're just great to have if you do plan on going on more than one cruise. So talking about other cabin essentials, plug converters can be really important. So most P&O ships are UK plugs, but we're going on the Explorer of the Seas, which has US and EU plugs, no British plugs. So we had a quick look online at some forums, and yeah, people were saying you get 2 US plugs and 1 EU plug in the cabin that we're staying in. So luckily we had some converters from our Vegas trip, but obviously if you do a little research beforehand, you'll save a lot of money rather than having to buy converters like in another country, because they always rip you off when it's not off Amazon. So yeah, we got these really cheap off Amazon, and they've got like the USB as well as the plug, so these will be great. We'll be able to charge all of our electronics. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine. You probably can't hear it, but I can really hear it. Another must-have item is a manual clock. So on the boat you might not be having access to internet if you're not buying the Wi-Fi package, but also sometimes the Wi-Fi can be a bit intermittent, especially in the cabin spaces, and most cabins do not have a proper clock in them. And if you're visiting multiple countries on your cruise, often the time will change. You know, go back a few hours, come forward an hour. It's always changing. So having a clock means that you can keep on top of that, but also this is an alarm clock as well. So it just means that you can change the time and know that you can wake up in time with an alarm for your excursion the following morning. Also, it's just nice to have a little clock in the room so you know what time of day it is. We got this from a little shop actually in Italy, Legami. But obviously you can buy little clocks everywhere. I think Argos sell them for a couple of quid, but this one's really nice. It's like a little travel clock, really cute. Another little travel hack, so we are in an inside cabin this time, and we all know the bathrooms are pretty small and titchy, and stuff is happening in the bathroom. So we're going to be taking one of these little like room air fresheners. This is just an Italian brand, but obviously you could just take an Airwicks one or one from wherever you're traveling from. It's relatively light as well, so you know, easy to pack, and it'll just make the bathroom smell a little bit nicer, a little bit fresher. And yeah, I just think something so easy to throw in. And also this is the kind of thing, you know, this was like €1, so we can just leave it on the boat, you know, just throw it away at the end of the trip. But yeah, it will just mean the bathroom is just smelling a little bit nicer, a little bit fresher. Then this is a tip for anyone that is doing a fly cruise out of the UK. I struggle so much with packing for a cruise and having to fly. My weight restriction for the bag was 23 kilos. And as most of you guys know, packing for a cruise is really hard because you have like formal nights, theme nights, you're doing lots of activities, you're swimming, there's so much that you need to pack. So toiletries is one of the items that I decided to not pack because if you are flying out of the UK and there is boots in your airport terminal past security, so Gatwick North has this, and I think Gatwick South also has this as well. You can pay £4.50 for the delivery and you can get all the toiletries that you need. So if you've got a big family, you need a big bottle of shampoo, conditioner. It's always nice to bring your own body wash as well because the shower gel on the boat is okay. But you can pick up all of your toiletries the other side with no like limit on the size, but also you are allowed one bag of duty free per person on the plane. That kind of is any size, and that is to do with obviously the shops wanting to be able to sell to you before going on the plane. So you can take all this on even if you don't have a cabin bag booked. I just went and got this scrub just to show you an example of what I picked up. But yeah, I picked up a full set of Soap and Glory. So I got a scrub, body wash, lotion, just so it just feels really nice on my holiday, really fruity scent. I also got makeup wipes. All stuff like that is perfect to pick up from the Boots. It only costs $4.50, and I do think with all the offers that you get online, you do save a bit of money compared to buying it in the store. And obviously if you're very particular about what brand you're wanting to use or a particular scent, you know you're going to get exactly what you want. You could get your deodorants, your sun cream, you can get it all delivered there. And I think £4.50, I think that's pretty reasonable. Something else that I picked up from Boots. Now, we're not doing the drinks package just because we've got 4 port days. So I think it was working out about £1,000 for both of us to do the deluxe drink package. And while we both like a drink, we don't drink like that much to spend £1,000. We just don't think we would spend that money on a bar bill, but we are bringing some of our own kind of drink options just because it's going to be so hot in Greece especially. I think it's definitely going to be in the 30s. So this is new to the UK. If you're American, you've probably seen this before, but this is Liquid IV. This is a hydration multiplier. So you add this to water and it basically makes you hydrated quicker. So if you've been sweating a lot, if you've been out in the heat and you have just lost a lot of water, this could be a great way just to quickly start to feel better. These are also apparently really good for hangovers. So this is a 6-pack of lemon lime. This is more for my boyfriend, and I also got the 6-pack of strawberry just for with the heat. These are going to be amazing. We have bought the 12 bottle water package because I think it had like something like 40% off. And I just said to him, like, let's just get it. It was like 20 quid for 12 bottles. And then having stuff like this is just going to really help. And obviously you'll save money on buying, say, like lots of Coca-Colas or whatever poolside. Also, if you are a fan of like fruity drinks, we are also taking a couple of mini squashes. I think this is a well-known hack, but I just wanted to share it. These are just, yeah, really cheap little squash that you can obviously take with you while traveling. If you do have a refillable water bottle, but you're not a fan of just like water on its own, this can also go through airport security because it's 66 ml. These are really cheap. The Asda, Robinsons, Aldi do them. They're around like £1.50 to £2. Summer fruit is my favourite, but I thought JP might like orange. But again, this will turn our Evian water into something a little bit more fruity. But also don't forget, some cruise do allow you to bring drinks aboard. So we're allowed to take 1 bottle of wine each. So we're taking 2 bottles of rosé, but you can also take up to 24 cans of soda, of pop. So we're taking 12 cans of Coke and 12 cans of iced tea. So really we're only looking to spend money on alcoholic drinks because unfortunately the conversion rate for euros to dollars isn't great at the moment. So yeah, while the drinks are kind of reasonable on the boat, poor JP with his euros is not looking too great. And then finally, I think the final thing we have to talk about are fans. I've got 3 different types of fans to show you. So the first one is going to be the in-cabin fan. So the ACs in the rooms aren't the strongest, especially on the older boats. And I think Explorer of the Seas was built in like the millennium, like 2000. So just for having our own little personal fan for the room and just to get some airflow, because again, we are in an inside cabin, this would be great. This is just a little rechargeable one by a brand called Miyako. This is also just really great to have around the house as well. If you want, like in my office, I like to have this on when I'm working from home, or if you're in the kitchen doing some cooking. It's just really great and portable. It has 3 speeds. Or was it 4 speeds? It's got a lot of speeds, but it's also got a little night light at the bottom, which might be useful too. So really nice. I got these in a pack of 2 from Costco, but I do know they sell them individually from John Lewis, and I imagine Amazon as well. Very, very lightweight. It's also movable. It's just a really, really great little fan. I feel like great for a cruise, but also just great for life in general. And then finally, we have got some other fans to talk about. This is a fantastic fan from John Lewis. I think they went like viral last year. They sold out. They are really long lasting, quite powerful as well. You can move them. So I know a lot of people that work in London have these because they pop them on their desk. And this has 3 speeds. I think if you leave it on the slowest setting, it's got 6 hours, medium setting 4 hours, highest setting 2 hours. It's very powerful, and it's very lightweight as well. It's gonna be perfect for those hot days. Guys, I'm really scared about Greece. And then finally, if you want a hands-free fan moment, I do think I need to charge this because I haven't charged this since last summer. Oh, it's still got a bit of battery, so it's got a little button on the side, and then you just put this around your neck like so, and you get breeze directly in your face. So it's a really great fan, say if you have kids and you need to be hands-free, or walking aids or whatever like that, where you can't hold a fan and do whatever you're doing. This is a really great one. It's also just nice to just chill with it on. There are loads of these available online. I do know they've now started selling these in all of the kind of like touristy locations. So yeah, these are really great. I just think having any sort of fan cooling device is a great idea. We're also going to, I have got a couple more of these little plastic bags that we're actually going to put a wet flannel in as well for the day we're in Athens, just because it's going to get so hot, and just having the wet flannel, you know, obviously keeping it nice and waterproof in this bag is going to be a bit of a lifesaver. But also taking water sprays as well. They're quite easy to buy here in France. I know like Evian sell them in the UK. They are a little bit expensive, but you can also get like the cooling sprays. I know Superdrug does one as well. They can be really, really great too. But yeah, just staying hydrated and just being prepared, I think, is the best thing to do about a cruise, especially if you're going to a hot destination. So hopefully this was helpful. Do let me know your tips down below as well. And let me know what cruise you've got booked next. I would love to know. I'm hoping that JP loves this cruise and we can start talking about our next one as well. Yeah, so leave all of that down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, but also don't forget to subscribe, because I've been teasing this cruise and the vlogs for far too long. I am starting to feel guilty, but they will be coming, I think, literally next week. So now is the perfect time to subscribe if you do enjoy that kind of content. So yeah, I'll see you all very soon. Bye.